So we only need a few things now. We need to create the little piece of roof out here in front, and we need to create the poles here holding the roof, and we need to create a small stair, and then all the small finishing pieces and stuff. So first of all, I'll just do the little roof here, and again what I could do here is just go up and use my create polygon tool. So I go to top view and I just go in here, or I can just use a square, but just use a plane in this case. Create a plane, move it out here, change it so that it's just one division, scale it up like so, then just use the edges in this case to move around. So maybe it should be, let's see, it should probably be around there. I can also look at this from a perspective view and then just see when it goes inside or outside. So just around there is good. Same thing here, grab both sides. It should be symmetrical, so I can just scale it in very close here, something like that. It's fine. Good. Go to the top view and then move this out to where we need that, and that should be there. So that's what's going to be the start of the little roof here. So put it there, and for this I can either extrude the whole thing or I can just use the edges, and I'll use the edges in this case. So this one, shift that one, and shift that one in the end. So these three lines there, and then I'll just go extrude, and I can pull them down. See, this doesn't look too good. Might be able to do a little bit of an offset, so I get something like this. That is fairly okay. It's not exactly what I need, but it's getting close. So just leave it at that, and then grab each of the edges and then move them the way I want it. So I want it to be out here, and this one looks fairly okay. I'll grab that, just scale it out a little bit like so. So that looks pretty nice. And then if I want, let's have a look here. You can see that there's sort of a hole going up there, so it's fine. I'll just extrude one more time here, going in. Just offset this in slightly like so. Maybe just use this little tick box here. You can see at the top there's this little tick box. When I click that, it'll change to centered view, and then I can just use my scale tool here to drag this in a little bit, and maybe that one in a little bit too, and then move it up a little bit. So something like that. That's pretty good. And then perhaps just do another extrude, and then pull that down a little bit, and then another extrude where I'll just pull that in again. Click this one, and then scale it in, and then have that one come in as well, and move that up a little bit like so, just to create a little bit of a refined edge on it, something like that. There's probably some stuff going on in the back here that isn't too good. You can see this is definitely not good.
There's double lines.
Yes, and I probably have some issues with the back side. Let's see if I can find that. So here, probably looks a little, no, it's actually,
it clips the window.
Yeah, that's the only problem, and that's actually easy to fix. depending on how you want to do it. You can either do it on this thing, move it away, or you can click the house. So I just go to object mode, grab the house, and grab the windows as well. So just hold shift and control, and then just do this here. Doesn't matter, I get a little bit too much here. I need to make sure I have everything. Okay. Then look at it from the, in this case, side view. And then instead of right clicking, I'll click this button up here, select by component type, and make sure it's set to points. And if I then do that, select these, I just need to make sure I don't have the ones on the back side here. So like this, so I hold control and I then drag across, and then I can move in, use the move tool to just move the whole thing, both the hole and the window, out of the way. So it'll be around there. That looks good. And do the same thing in the other end there, and then just make sure I don't have the back side here selected, and then just go to shaded mode and then move that out of the way. Depending on how you did your windows in the first place, this will not be a problem, but in my case it was. Okay, and then click the middle one up here, select by object type, yeah, and that part is done. Then I need to create the pillars that are holding the roof. So I can do something fancy like they have with like they are ornamented or something, but on the other hand, I don't think it'll mean too much when we want to do it as an haunted house. We probably won't be able to see it a lot. So if we look at it like this, we won't really see what's going on. But let's try it.
I'm gonna blur the house anyway.
Okay. Yes. So just do, for instance, a cylinder, polygon cylinder, and this is still set up in a weird way, so I just need to tweak this polycylinder, change the radius down to maybe point something, 0.1, and the height should be a few pieces here, and then I probably want like 16 units going around. Look at it from the top view, try to place it like so, move it up, scale it up slightly, I think. There you go, it's a little thick, but yeah, let's see. It's not too bad. I just need to make the roof fit here. So just grab the face on the front and this one and that one, then move it out here. There we go. And then just grab this one, duplicate it across to the other side, and perhaps have one more to be around here and around there. What else we need? There's actually another set there at the back. Just grab this one and that one goes perspective, and then duplicate maybe a couple of sets of these. There you go. So that already helps a lot. Start to get the feeling. And then we need to do the staircase as well. Let's see if we can find that. So just a couple of steps going down here, and the side of that. So to create an easy staircase, what we can do is just go to our view from the side of the house, and then go to create polygon tool, and then just hold the X key, just do something like this. I make it too big, doesn't really matter. You can always scale it down. Something like that. And then, so there you go. And then enter. Perspective view.
This is two-dimensional staircase.
Yeah, it is. And then I'll just scale that down. Move it over here. To make this a little easier to scale and place, I like to place my pivot point at the corner there. So to do that, I will just press the insert key or hold the D key, and then with the D key I can just place this like so. But if I press insert, it'll switch to pivot point mode, and I can just drag it holding the X or the V key, and it'll snap to the corner, and then I'll press insert again, and then it's right here, so it's easy to place. And I can then move it in the Y direction, hold the C key, and then just move it over here. Let's just go like, it should be right there, and then move it in like so, and then just scale it down to maybe there or something, maybe slightly smaller. So move it over to the side there and extrude it. Okay, it has to go, oh, doesn't matter, it's getting mirrored. So you get that, and they actually have like a little round. I don't think it's round. So just like so. If we want the thing on the side, we can of course just do it the same way. Just go here. That will be too much work. Just do this. To just add this like. Just go X and X and X and X and enter, and then right click vertex and then move them down to there, and then move that slightly down to there, and then grab these two and move them up to there. Good. And then again just move them to the side and extrude it. Good. And then grab that object and duplicate that across to the other side. There you go. So we have the stairs as well. And then they have the small fence bit. So have this fence going around. Again, just a bunch of cylinders and perhaps a cylinder across. So just create another cylinder. Got this big thing again. Change that. Make the radius even smaller, 0.05 maybe. And change the height is 1, that's fine. Set this to 16. And then move this down, in. Something like that. Maybe it's too thick still. 0.2. That's good. Then move this over. Move it in a little bit. And then there's a little trick to creating many duplicates. So just Control D, move it a distance, and then Shift D will repeat the duplicate with movement. So something like that. So I get this. Control D the first time, then move it, and then if you use Shift D, it'll repeat the duplicate with the same movement. So you can
Shift D or
yes, Shift D. And then I'll just place it in the middle here, and go Control D, and then move that over here to the other side. Something like that. And then a cube. Move it out here to the front, and move it down. Move it to the side, and then make this smaller. Just scale it down like so, and scale it across. There we go.
Make it look so easy.
But it is easy, it's just doing the same simple stuff a lot of times.
I know. It didn't make it look so easy.
So just move that across, over there. Oh, the distance is different at the other side, actually. That's good. It's good if the house is not symmetrical. Okay. So I actually would like to have this going down that way as well. So I'll just grab all of this, and I'll actually just parent it to the railing here. So just P, and then okay. I did it wrong. I parented it to this end thing, but never mind. Control D to move it, and then move it over here, and then rotate it around. Hold the J key to snap. There. Then move it in there, and move it down there, and it fits. Yep. And then another one. This one won't fit entirely, but we'll fix that. Then this one as well. So I'll just put it there, and I'll actually grab these two here, and the one I just left in there, and move it over there. This one I'll just move in and scale down. So, and this one I'll move across and scale up. There we go. So we have the railing here, and then grab that, shift, that, and that, and then Control D, and move the whole thing across, and over here. Good. So that helped.
On the other side.
Yeah, it's double transformations. Yeehaw. So I need to move this in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the double value for the new.
I moved the group it was part of as well as them. So, but it works now. Okay. The small bits here at the roof we can just do as it basically looks like a couple of 1 cube extruded. So let's just do one of these and see how that works.
It looks like stairs turned.
Yeah, something like that. So just move it out here, and then I'll just do it like this. Go face, grab that, extrude that in, like so. Maybe move it back and redo. Grab that, move that down, grab that, scale it in, and then another one. So this is more or less what it looks like. Vertex from the side, grab all the ones over here, scale them flat so they fit. Okay, then scale them down so it seems okay. Maybe slightly bigger. Go front view, and then just place them in here, something like that. Just do a couple of duplicates of those. They just add, I mean, it's small, simple pieces that just add a lot of detail to the house. So I don't know how many did they have. Oh, they had a lot of them. Oh, we can do that as well. Yes. Just It doesn't have to be exactly the same, it's just... And again, remember, there's really no reason to do this on the back side of the house unless you're going to use it. So that was and let's see, they actually have it on the side as well, so let's go ahead and in this case just grab two of these, group them together, rotate with the J key selected, duplicate and then rotate with the J key selected. So that was too far. There, move them out here and in. There we go. Then duplicate and move over there. Okay. And of course we could also do these fan things here on the front of the house. It's actually quite easy to do.
It's half a circle.
Yeah. So a quick way to do that is, again, create a cylinder, and it's still set to a weird value. So I'll just set it back to 0.01. Height of 1 is fine. Set this to 16, and I'll just move it out here. So you can see this is what it looks like right now. What I'll do is I'll move the pivot point to the top. So I'll just hold the D key and move the pivot point up to the top here, like so. And then rotate it with the J key selected. There we go. And then I just need to move it in. Like so. Go to the front view. Put it right up there. So that is good. It's right here. And then basically I'll just duplicate it with the rotation. So I select it and I go Edit, Duplicate Special. And we want perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want 11 copies. And for half a circle, that is 15 degrees around the x-axis, I think. There we go. Oh, they're going the other way. Or what? Undo. And then do... Oh, this one shouldn't be there. Minus 15 degrees. And then I need 11 copies. I don't know how that... There we go. So we get this. This one I'll just get rid of. I don't need that. And then maybe do a tube. Create polygon. And do a pipe. There you go. Grab that. Move it out here. Rotate using the J key. There you go. And change the settings for this one so that the thickness is really low. Oh, that's too little. This is okay. Give this 32 steps going around. Then right click, select face, and then just delete the top part there. And then just select the object. Go to the front view, move that out here. Whew. And move it up. Okay. Look at it here. Just scale it until it's good. And then scale it flat. There you go. And we have this thing here. And we'll just select these bits here. There. Yeah, and we also have one in the middle here that we actually don't need. I will just grab it anyway. Okay. And then I'll just parent it to the last one here. Okay, that's fine. That's the one that is the most difficult to hit anyway. That was not so good. Okay, anyway, so we'll move it up. There. It's a little big. Just make it smaller. Okay. Duplicate. Move it across to the other side. And you can duplicate it again. Move it over here. Just rotate it. Use the J key again. There you go. Move it over here. But what?
Shouldn't it be like on the one side it would go like this, and the other side it would go like this?
Isn't it okay? Okay. They actually have the spikes coming out of them. We can do that as well, but we didn't do it. So this has to go up. There you go. So actually, this is a case for the outliner. So at the bottom, it's these. So I can just grab them in there, move them up. It disappeared. No. It's there, but it's just not high enough. It needs to be even higher, like so. This one actually needs to be up there. Okay. The same thing with this. Be up a little bit. It's because it's okay. Never mind. Nobody will ever be able to tell. Grab these two, Control D, and move them across to here. Something like, maybe just put them on the outside. Oops. If we put them out here, they'll look a little better. And I'll do the same thing with these two over here. And the two in the front as well. Something like that. So I'd say that now the house is done. We don't need to add more details. The only thing we need is to create textures, and that'll be tomorrow, I guess. So I'll just